Yes?
I am currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task.
I have. Ah, home, sweet home. Now, where did I leave my cozy slippers? Maybe I didn't bring them.
Liftoff looks good. All systems normal. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. Ram drive spinning down. Systems green. Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? All right. This way, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Hey. Yes?
Yes, what?
Hey.
I'd like to brief you on the mission, so please, pay attention. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDef. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. It appears he certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough, beyond that, for your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. Dismissed.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera, if you've seen what I've seen... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Hmm? Yes. Commander Akande mentioned that when he proposed the idea. Lucky you. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. The Commander and I are quite busy, so... Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now's an appropriate time to be discussing these things. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk.
Someone on SSNN was saying the Crimson Fleet only gets violent.
We'll be
as a
keeping
last
that,
resort.
if you're feeling particular.
I didn't
I'll
know
be here
pirates
if you
had
have
a
any more
propaganda
questions.
arm.
I mean, there is some truth to it. Killing's not their main motive.
Well, yeah, they aren't spacers or House Varun, but they'll do whatever it takes to get your creds. And the easiest way is to kill the person holding them.
Excuse me.
Okay. Hello?
I have.
Separation complete.
Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself, oh, I could.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
Something for you.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours, though. But no guarantees.
have something. Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day. Not gonna be able to get that image out of my head for a while.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for humanity. Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about it.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Whoa, way too hot for me. That stuff is nothing but bad news. Why don't you take your shipment and try somewhere else?
Well, hang on there. We haven't even started to negotiate yet.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything? Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Go to Mars, they said. The pay is great, they said. So's the crippling depression.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff. Right down to business.
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable addendum.
As a matter of fact, yes. Now listen up. He probably spent it all on. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want. His name's Carl. Don't worry, you can.
Yes? Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers.
So we'd
okay?
struck oil, but it turns out it was just another deep water deposit. That would have been wild.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
Faith in God is what brought us to the stars.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. Oh, wait. You mean that? I told him I'd pay up next. Come on. Look, I haven't got a
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can stimulate the blood effect.
What games? No way! If I give you the last... Holy crap! Thank you. For everything. And don't...
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help? Hey!